Very good morning, class. Today we are going to learn Unit 8 Saving the Tiger from our literature book. We have already started this lesson and we have seen in this lesson that how Shekhar Dattari is trying to explain how we can save tigers. We have already covered first, second and third paragraph. We will be beginning from the fourth one. I'll be reading for you. Several hundred years ago, most of India was clothed in forests and tens of thousands of tigers roamed the length and breadth of the country. Students, here it says that several years and several hundred years ago. It is not the thing what he is telling about the recent past, but he is telling you about 100 years ago. Several hundred means many years back. When you look at that, then most of India was clothed in forest. Clothed means it was covered with forests. Everywhere greenery was there. Everywhere you could see trees. And you could even see that because we know that tiger and all the wild animals need forest to stay because it is their home, you can say. And they were very nicely, they were living there. But after all the changes, after the explosion of the population, you can say, we have seen that now the things are totally different. It says in most of India was, mostly our country, India was covered with the greenery and the trees. And tens of thousands of tigers roam. Just imagine. Now I have already explained you. Now hardly we have 2,000 and it says that we can even contain 3,000 more. But here it says about the past that tens of thousands of means many number tigers roamed length and breadth. Length and breadth means the extent, the means in the whole forest. They used to roam, they used to enjoy, they used to run, swim, whatever they wanted to do, they could do very easily in the forest. But as the human population increased and agriculture expanded, I have told you why population is increasing. We all know that, and because the reason for this means the reason for elimination, the extinction of the tigers, the main point is our population. Because we human beings want place to stay. From where we will get this place to stay? Of course, when we will cut the trees, when we will destroy the forest, then only we will get the area to live. And if we want to live, we need food. Human beings need food. After shelter, definitely one of our priority is food. For food, we need some land for cultivation, and here it says that for agriculture purpose, we expanded, human beings expanded means they stretched, they expanded the area for their use, and forests were felled to such an extent that today tigers are confined to the green island we call national parks and sanctuaries. Confined means they are restricted to the area. They are strictly, they have a boundary that after that or beyond that they cannot move. Tigers have a certain area. Earlier they used to roam length and breadth of the forest everywhere, and we know that India was covered with the forest, greenery. But now very limited area is there because human beings have started cutting the trees, started destroying the forest for their use, and now very limited area is there for the animals to live. And this says that they are confined. Confined means as if they are in some sort of jail. They have to stay in that particular area, which may be not very sufficient for them. Maybe not as good as they actually wanted or they want. And here it says that we call those limited areas as sanctuaries or parks or national parks. Another threat, and one that often goes unnoticed, is the rampant poaching of prey animals by people living around our nature reserves. Now, what is the meaning of rampant? We will see quickly. Increasing in an uncontrolled manner. What is increasing in uncontrolled manner? This is poaching, children. Poaching, I have told you, poaching means hunting of the wild animals, hunting of the animals. It says that even the prey animals means the food of, you can say, the animals, they are also hunted and they are taken by the poachers. Now, what these tigers will eat and survive? This is a big question for them. Now, and although we know that there is, when you don't have enough food to eat, then definitely you will get, you will be starved, and this can be one of the reasons why tigers cannot live freely, or what is the reason for their extinction. It says this, we sometimes ignore, we don't even think of this. This is another threat, another difficulty or a problem of the tigers which we have to think over, which is often unnoticed. We don't even think of that this can be a big deal of the problem by people living around our nature reserves. And who is doing this hunting? The people living around our nature reserve, the people who are living around. They are the ones who are involved with the hunters, or they themselves, they are hunting the animals in the forest. Using a variety of methods, and their methods are different. The way they can hunt, they cannot directly go and pick the animals from the forest. They have to use certain methods. And what are the methods? Including snares, traps, guns, arrows, poison. Huge number of deer, birds and other animals are illegally hunted by people for meat. Now see, innocent deer, birds and other animals, either they are poisoned, either they are caught in, they have been trapped in a traps, or some snares are there. Snares are the traps to catch birds and animals, usually with a nose made of wire or cord. Okay, some sort of coil or cord is used so that they can be hunted. These birds or such type of animals can be hunted. And it says they are illegally. It is not legal to hunt children. Definitely no. It is illegal. Means it is not permitted by law that you can go and hunt these innocent animals, but people are doing it. And it says that for what purpose they are doing? For meat, for eating purpose. When prey becomes scarce in the forest due to hunting, it affects the tiger population. Scarce means when there is not enough of something, or it is there in very small quantity. As I have told you, when the prey animals will reduce, and animals who are there, they need food. From where they will find? Because their prey animals are taken by the human beings, the poachers, the hunters. What these animals will get to eat? And it says that this is something which is affecting the tiger population. This is something which we have to think, that this is the very major, you can say, a threat for the population of the tigress that can raise 4 cubs in a forest with abundant prey may not be able to raise even 1 cub successfully in a forest where prey is scarce. It says scarce means if your prey animals are less in number. The tigress who can raise, means who can give birth, and after giving birth we have to raise means after taking care we have to look after our kids, isn't it? Same way it goes with the animals. And it says that here the tigress is capable of raising 4 cubs in a forest, but when only it is possible when she gets enough food or enough prey to eat. But because of the scarcity of prey animals, she is unable to produce and raise up even 1 cub in the forest. You can just imagine, she is capable of 4, but even 1 she is finding it difficult to raise. On page number 78, I'll be reading from there. If no new tiger get added to the population, and if the ones present are hunted, the tiger in the forest will soon go extinct, and they have in some of our reserves. It says, yes, definitely in some of our reserves, this is the condition that you won't be able to see tigers there. Totally gone, totally extinct from that area. And it says, if no tiger get added to the population, if we will not find out the ways how new cubs can be raised up, how what all conditions we can give them so that they can find it good and they can find it favorable to live in that area, what all things can happen. The ones present are hunted, the present animals, they are hunted from there, and we are not even getting any animal, and in addition also, then the tigers in the forest will soon extinct. Soon the day will come that you will just hear the word tiger, but actually you won't be able to see. And I hope that we will not get that uh, time. We shouldn't get that time so that we can hear this news. Fifth paragraph. Does this mean that the situation is hopeless? Now, the writer is asking you, Shekhar is asking you, do you think really the conditions are hopeless? We cannot do anything. The answer is no. We can still do something. What it is? In some of our reserves like Kaziranga and Assam, Corbett, in Uttarakhand and Agra Hole in Karnataka, good protection measures have been resulted in thriving tiger population. Thriving means flourishing or growing well. In these three reserves, the names which I have taken just now, they have really given a very favorable conditions, good environment for the tigers to grow. And here the conditions are in control. Although poaching has not been and can never be totally eliminated even in these reserves. It is not that fully they have stopped this poaching, but to some extent they have successfully, they have done so. A large number of cubs that are added to the population each year more than makes up for the few that fall prey to poachers. It says definitely poaching is there, that cannot be eliminated 100%, but still the cubs which are born every year, the small kids which are born, cubs means the babies of the tiger or tigress, they are born every year. Very few are killed by the poachers, because we have that the cubs which take birth, which takes, yes, they are born, they are many in number, and very few out of that are poached by the poachers, and because of which the maximum number is there which grows up in the forest. And that is why we can say the condition of these three natural reserves are better than the others, because they are putting some effort to this condition. They are finding this condition that we have to do something, and they are really doing it. And then further from the 6th paragraph we will see in our next video. Till then you can revise this much portion, and the word meanings which are there you will even learn them. Thank you and take care.